Welcome to another episode of the Champion Chronicles, Cromwell High School's podcast highlighting elite student athletes from the home of the champions. Today's episode features the SMR Relay team and their run to All State in indoor track. And of course, our host, Aubrey Kulpa.
Hi guys, welcome back to Champion Chronicles. Today here we have Lucas Witkowski and Nassyr Andrade. And then we also have missing Paul Wimbish and Dylan Bathrick, who we spoke to earlier. Congratulations, guys, on winning the SMR Indoor Track Relay. Let's start off by explaining what this is to anyone listening who doesn't know.
So the SMR is a relay with 4 guys. 2 of them, the first 2 run a 200, which is an indoor. It's 1 lap around the track. And then they pass it off to a 400 runner, which does 2 laps around the indoor track. And then finally, the 800 runner, which does the 4 laps. Okay.
Lucas, you run the first lap, and then who runs the second?
Paul.
Okay. And then who is the third leg?
I do.
And then the 4th leg is?
Dylan.
Okay, awesome. So can you guys describe the training regimen that led up to the state championship relay race?
Well, it's a lot of hard work. You have a lot of hard practices, and throughout the entire season, you want to make sure you're there every day. You want to make sure you're stretching and taking the care you need to make it to the end of the season, because a lot of people do get injuries and struggle to finish all the way through. And towards the end of the season, once you hit like the shoreline competition, you begin to like lose people on the team. So eventually, once it comes to like All State, it's just really the 4 guys training together. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is kind of, we do different practices depending on the event. So like sprinters could do like quick sprints to build up that speed, whereas like distance would go on long runs.
Okay. Yeah, so this event is not a typical relay race. You guys are not all running the same amount. So can you guys speak to what you individually do? Like in your practices?
Okay, so usually me and Lucas, since we're both mid-distance, we typically like train together. Okay. But like as Paul, he's with the sprinters since he's one of the captains as well. So he goes and trains with the sprinters. But Dylan is also a distance runner. So he trains with the distance kids. But collectively, all our different workouts, they join together and do the SMR team. That's pretty much how it works.
Awesome. How often do you guys come together and practice this individual event?
We don't really practice that much, really. Typically, like before meets, like we practice our baton exchanges. But besides, other than that, that's really it.
So it comes down to really trusting each other and like the work that you guys have each put in.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking to that, then how have you guys mentally prepared for such a high pressure event?
We've been running for years. So it kind of takes like a lot of practice. When you're on the line, your heart's pumping and you can't really prepare for that. But you just got to have a lot of confidence in yourself, know that you'll do good, and know that you can rely on the other guys on the team.
Okay. So, Lucas, you're a junior. Have you been running track all of high school?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. And Nassyr, have you been running track all of high school?
Yeah, I started in 7th grade in middle school.
Okay, cool. Did you guys encounter any challenges or setbacks during your preparation?
So originally, Davion Lovelace was supposed to run in my place, and he got injured during the Shoreline Championship, which pushed me to have to take that place, an event that I don't typically run, and knowing that I don't run this race, I have to push myself to kind of keep that team together.
Yeah. Did you find any support in your teammates who are already running the event? Did they like pick you up and take you?
Yeah. Well, we're kind of like really close. Like the team is really good friends. So we do talk like outside of school, like cheering each other on, and you could hear them like keeping a positive attitude and wanting to do the best they can.
Okay. Do you want to talk about what the feeling you guys felt was when you actually won this event?
We were very happy. Like we were hoping to win the entire time, and even with the setbacks, like we kind of kept our confidence up and knew we would be able to pull through and had confidence in each other.
Because, that was our main goal from, like, even the beginning of the season was to, when Coach was telling us that he wanted us to get All-State, especially in the SMR, since we had a big chance of doing it, it was like, we're finally, when we were at States, it's like, this is our time, this is our moment, and, like, go get it. So that was just our, like, breakthrough moment. It's just like, yeah, we did it, like, let's go. When I watched Dylan cross the line in first place, it was just like, I was sitting down like gas. I was on the ground, and I was just like, Joe came over running happy. He was like, we won. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's an incredible feeling. Yeah. So Coach Joe has had this like laid out for you guys since the beginning. Do you have any like moments that you were like, okay, Coach Joe believes in us, like we got to do this?
Yeah, all the time. It's like when you have that goal in your mind, that's the only thing like you want. It's the thing that you're gonna strive to do. So like keep that thing in mind every day in your practice. That's that one goal that I have in mind. Just get All State. Yeah,
that's incredible. And that seems like a pretty cool lesson to learn. Were there any other lessons that you learned from the experience that you think would benefit you in future races or just future endeavors?
You really got to just keep pushing yourself, even though like you might think you're not doing as well as you think you could do. You just got to push the entire time because everyone has bad days or good days. So even in practice, you want to just keep pushing to keep growing and keep developing these skills that got us to this place.
Yeah. So you just spoke on perseverance and resilience. How important do you think that was in your state championship victory?
It was very important because in the state championships, there's a lot of people that you don't really know. In like shoreline championships, you kind of know everyone you're competing against. You can assume where they're going off. But once you reach that state level, you're going against other state champions. So you just got to keep that pressure on yourself to make sure that you keep pushing forward.
Yeah. Did you guys have any pre-race rituals or routines that helped you get into the right mindset? Typically, people like do music. We've had people come on and talk about meditation. Anything like that for you guys?
Not really. I mean, we were just kind of like 4 good friends, so we kept it positive. We do listen to music like on the bus ride there and on the bus ride back, and it's a lot of just keeping the positive attitude together.
Usually like before the races, like everyone's like not together. So it's like, but when we hear SMR get called, we find everyone, we get ready, we do our stretches, and then we just get that mindset like, let's go. This is our time. And then we just got out there and just did our thing.
Awesome. Let's go. Get it together, guys. So what advice would you have to other high school athletes looking to achieve similar success in the relay races or other track events?
Just stay confident. Like, you grow no matter what. If you keep working hard, you're going to grow. You may want to get better instantly, but it takes a lot of time.
You just have to have that mindset that, yeah, I can do this, and if this is what you want, then go for it. Put all your effort in. Don't let no one like limit what you want to do. But yeah, that's really it.
So the entire SMR indoor track relay team are underclassmen. So are you guys all planning to come back and compete in this event next year?
Of course.
Yeah.
To keep that same thing. Now we just have to hold the title.
Yeah.
That's really it. All the upcoming teams that want to challenge us, bring them. And we'll just show them who's better.
Yeah. That's amazing. So my final question for you guys is, looking back, what was the most rewarding part of winning the state championship relay race as a team?
It was a huge goal the entire year. We've been working towards it, and we've put the entire season into coming and reaching this goal. And it's just a huge thing. Being All-State is incredible for anyone who's achieved it. And it's just getting to that competition and reaching this higher checkpoint. It was just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Lucas, Paul, Nassyr, and Dylan, congratulations on winning the SMR Indoor Track Relay Race. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Champion Chronicles.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.